just ahead of him and then scooting past his teammate Mick Schumacher.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He got a bit trigger happy with the throttle and went off and had his own accident.
To 6th place. There goes Nikita Mazepin. It was a decent start from Sebastian Vettel with George Russell, who hits Bottas. Oh. Yes, because he gets onto the grass. So he's going for the overtake, gets onto the grass, slapper, runs straight into Bottas.
You can hear the you could hear the engine revs go up. Massive impact. Once again, we're seeing the integrons that it was on his teammate actually. Wasn't it?
Yeah, well, his teammate Antonio Giovinazzi on the left-hand side of your screen. As you garages, you'll have seen a clear view of this.
Oh yeah, and on the main straight, there's several bits of debris that would cut a tyre.
It was a scruffy lap. Verstappen, an 18.4 first sector, and
and it's going to come to nothing for Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc, and it's ended like this.
Oh, he hit the barrier on the way and then broke his track rod. Miles out.
Charles Leclerc into the barrier
in Abu Dhabi, and we don't know what the car. Oh, the spin! There's a Red Bull into the wall.
Verstappen.
It's Max Verstappen into the wall.
What's the steering? There it goes.
Oh, he's doing over 200 miles an hour when that tyre lets go.
Sideways tweak on the rear wing for good measure. I think he just collected a little bit of curb on the inside. He hasn't gone across the alleged high grip tarmac that only seems to rip the queue. You might as well get ready for the inevitable. Look at that, across the rear axle to keep it going straight. And to be honest, he's just trying to mind his own. Oh, he's hit, and that's 4 cars he's hit before turn 3. But to be fair to Pierre there, he was just trying to stay.
Just up, and here's Vettel getting the run on Raikkonen.
Oh dear.
Two very, very good friends as well. But it's not a podium I would have predicted, Crofty, with Bottas and Norris in there. But wise of Mercedes also.
This is absolutely unbelievable. Hamilton's risked it, and they've made contact. A huge accident. The leading pair in the World Championship collide at high speed at Cobb's Corner.
On the inside, of course. Yeah.
The result.
Yes, I can't really believe.
But I would be amazed if he doesn't get a ticking off from the stewards for this.
He slightly had to back out, though, a little bit, because they were almost... And, of course, we were expecting
himself up for the exit, and then you're...
In the pit lane, you can already see the work has started there, and, well, you will see that the work has started soon, because there is just a huge amount to repair.
On board a Stroll that I wanted to see, so he does the same thing as Valtteri. He gets it all out of shape, really. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, well, Lando says a bit of aquaplaning, but it didn't stop him going for it. But what it did, it just sort of moved into a bit of an oversteer, and as he corrected it, it suddenly the front line. Yeah, oh, I see. It just started to wander into an oversteer at that moment, trying to correct the slide, and it just took a big left turn. And whilst that looks spectacular, the good news is that the energy's dissipated.
Yeah, now.
That's 1B, isn't it? And then that's 2. Yeah, just very late in how he's lost the rear. Yeah, so it's actually sideways in. Yeah,
that is a really big hit.
And he's doing about 110, 115 miles an hour at that stage before he loses the rear.
Yeah, just the curb, isn't it? Curb on the power. Oh, you heard him go on the loud pedal when he was... Shows you how hard that is. I mean, that when you stand on the throttle mid-crash, that shows that...
Hand side into a bit of understeer mid-corner, and he's basically done what Charles Leclerc did. And that's why we said at the time Leclerc was lucky to get away with it. I mean, of course, a bit of skill comes into it, but mostly luck. You don't know where the car's going to go. You're a bit of a passenger as soon as it swaps ends. And
that's Mick Schumacher ahead of him in the Haas. Ooh. And Alonso.
Here it's here.
Curve.
Oh, what a squeal as well.
And he's pushing that brake before it hits something.
The curbs are slippy though, aren't they? If you look at what Norris has been doing with them locking up, and then obviously Fernando doing that. The tech pro barrier.
The Peraltada, he's fighting it all the way, isn't he?
Yeah, he just got a little bit wide and tried to... He's on the dirty part of the track there. Yeah, that's what the problem is. You can see the dust. And, yeah, that kind of... So he's side by side there. little touch, gets a bit trigger happy with the throttle, and that
of science, but for how much longer? And that is Mick Schumacher into the barrier, into the barriers.
Yeah, it's very like Charles Leclerc, isn't it? In the back end stepped out, and I'm afraid you're straight into a cul-de-sac at that point, and you can see how well.
He hadn't actually raced for a couple of years.
Oh
dear, that's Kimi Räikkönen. That's quite a whack.
And quite a bit of damage for what was, when you were riding on board, it seemed quite a tame, gentle little spin. But